Hello everyone, my name is M.Rafli.S from Management Class 22B with NPM 22411158 Class of 2022. Here I will explain a little about the meaning of leadership in organizations. Various opinions about leadership. Everyone needs to understand the meaning of leadership, because everyone has the opportunity to become a leader. Moreover, with the differences that each person has, this can be of value for that person. Understanding leadership according to experts, William G. Scott, 1962. The definition of leadership is the process of influencing activities carried out in a group, in their efforts to achieve set goals. Weschler and Masaryk, 1961. The definition of leadership is interpersonal influence, which is exercised in certain situations, and directed through the communication process, to achieve certain goals. Roch and Belling, 1984. The definition of leadership is the process of influencing organized group activities towards achieving goals. P. Pegers, 1935. The definition of leadership is the process of encouraging through the successful interaction of individual differences, the control of one's strengths in the pursuit of a common goal. F. A. Nigro, 1965. The definition of leadership is a specific way of influencing the activities of others. Ordway, Ted, 1929. The definition of leadership is a combination of temperament that makes someone possible to encourage other people to get work done. Hemphill and Kuhn, 1995. The definition of leadership is the attitude of an individual who leads various group activities towards goals that will be achieved together. Difference between leadership and management. Management and leadership are the most crucial things in running an organization. Without both, organizational members will lose direction and purpose. Like chicks that lose their mother. Likewise with companies, if you want to optimize team performance to achieve common goals, good management and leadership are needed. So, what is the difference between the two? According to John P. Cotter, in his article entitled, What Leaders Really Do, in the Harvard Business Review in December 2001. There are three things that underlie the differences between management and leadership. Management is related to planning and budgeting, while leadership is related to providing direction. Management is related to organizing and staffing, while leadership is related to aligning people. Definition and elements of leadership. Leadership is one of the important management functions of management. The ability to lead effectively is one of the keys to implementing all elements of management well. Leaders must carry out all the functions of their role to combine human resources and other resources to achieve predetermined goals. The key to doing this is having clear roles and levels of authority or authority to support leadership actions. Elements of leadership. Every group of people who achieve close to their total capacity has someone as their head who is skilled in the art of leadership. According to Firmansyah and Mahardika, 2018, page 196, this leadership skill is a combination of at least four main elements. These leadership elements are as follows. Power, the ability to use power effectively and in a responsible manner. People's understanding. This means that a leader must be able to understand that humans have different motivations at different times and in different situations. The ability to inspire, namely the ability to inspire followers to devote all their abilities to a job or project that must be done. Ability to act in this sense. A leader must be able to act in a way that can develop a favorable climate for responding and generating motivation. Leadership traits. Basic characteristics of leadership. Some basic characteristics of leadership, namely, competent, demonstrating leadership competence in making the right decisions. Forward thinking. Can set overall goals and have a vision that can be communicated well by all members of the organization. Apart from that, have an idea of how to achieve success and set priorities based on the company's core values. Inspiring, showing self-confidence in all interactions, being in control, having endurance. Always communicating, inspiring and empowering the people he leads to continue to achieve. Self-actualization, continue to develop your potential and look for new challenges. Honest and humble, always be sincere, humble, reliable and honest in maintaining trust. Behavioral approach to leadership. The behavioral approach is an approach based on the idea that the success or failure of a leader is determined by the attitude and leadership style carried out by the leader concerned. Leadership attitudes and styles are visible in daily activities, in terms of how the leader gives orders, divides tasks and authority, how to communicate, how to encourage subordinates' morale, how to lead member meetings, how to make decisions, and so on. Contingency approach. Techno-Len-Sophie, 2010-81, explains that situational theory was coined by Hersey and Blanchard, 1969. This theory was then developed by Fiedler and said that group performance is determined by the interaction between leadership style and supporting situations to create leadership effectiveness. From the results of his research, Fiedler believes that leaders apply at least one or more leadership styles. Namely, task-oriented leadership, oriented towards completing tasks and achieving goals, and relationship-oriented leadership, oriented towards relationships. Friendliness with members of the organization. Fiedler suggests three situational factors that determine which leadership style is more effective: task or relationship-oriented leadership. 1. The relationship factor between leaders and members, leader-member relations, relates to the level of trust and obedience that the leader obtains from his followers. 2. Task structure, specifically regarding the characteristics of the work completed, including requirements, alternative problem solving, and feedback on work success. 3. Position of power, regarding the power contained in leadership. The most important variable in a situation is the relationship between leaders and members. A good leader will be able to put himself in the right position in responding to the situations faced by his followers. Hosseini Usman, 2010. 32, added that situational leadership, according to Hersey and Blanchard, is based on the influence between the leadership behavior implemented, the amount of emotional support he provides, and the level of maturity of his subordinates. That is my explanation regarding understanding leadership in organizations. I end with Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.